Hi, movie recap here. Today I'm providing an exciting movie, Kyss Me 2011, but spoilers are ahead. Get ready to discover a film you might not know about, so watch out and take care. The film starts with Mia and her fiancé engaging in intimacy, while Frida is visiting her soon-to-be stepfather's home, enjoying a drink. Meanwhile, Frida watches as her mother and stepfather share a moment in the pool. As Mia and her fiancé are on their way to her father's wedding ceremony, they rush to the event. Upon arrival, Mia feels anxious and decides to take a break to light a cigarette. It's during this time that she meets Frida for the first time, and they exchange glances.
Oh, okay.
Mia's father declares his engagement, and Mia is swept up in the excitement of the occasion. She decides to share her news of her upcoming marriage to her fiancé. The announcement is met with cheers from everyone, and the celebration continues with dancing. However, Mia's feelings of jealousy surface when she sees her fiancé dancing with Frida. Her fiancé notices this and realizes Mia's discomfort. Mia is taken aback when Frida informs her that he's not her boyfriend, but merely a close friend from her job, despite their apparent relationship as they reach Mia's stepmother's residence. Upon arrival, Mia is greeted warmly, and Frida guides them to the room they'll share for the week. It's clear to Mia that her disappointment is mounting when her stepmother proudly unveils the backyard where their parents will reside post-marriage, a place she finds unsatisfactory. Mia reaches out to her father, hoping to convince him to change their living arrangements, but soon realizes she's at a standstill. Frida's mother, sensing the tension, suggests they spend some time together, and they agree to share a cigarette, during which Frida takes Mia's hand and leads her to a private spot she often visits as their bond deepens. Leaves Mia feeling embarrassed, prompting her to quickly retreat back to the house. Meanwhile, Frida is left stunned by the sudden shift in their dynamic, unable to sleep with Frida in the same room. The next morning, Frida tries to initiate a conversation with Mia, but she remains silent and uneasy. Mia then reaches out to her fiancé, expressing her wish to leave. Eventually, they decide to go fishing, and Mia appears deeply engrossed, looking at Frida as though she's trying to communicate something during their talk, which leads to another one being cut short when Frida's mom shows up after they go to a lake for a swim, offering them a chance to bond. Frida opens up to Mia, telling her she's gay, which surprises Mia, who's not used to such situations and feels embarrassed and unsure about her own feelings at night. They struggle to sleep, but eventually, they can't. Frida decides to take the initiative after waking up and goes to Mia's bed, where she starts caressing her hands. In the morning, when their mom comes knocking, they quickly part ways before she catches them in their private moment. Afterward, Mia and her fiancé, Frida and Mia's fiancé, leave for the port. On the way, Mia's fiancé is all about planning their future marriage, leaving Frida feeling uncomfortable seeing Mia in this light. Frida takes Mia aside to the backyard and confesses her feelings, offering a sincere promise to support her. Mia is planning to leave her current partner to be with someone else. She needs to publicly declare her relationship to everyone. However, Mia is caught in a dilemma between her own feelings and the decision of their parents to break up. Frida, on the other hand, decides to stay with her existing obligations, while Mia prioritizes her family over her relationship with Frida. This leads to a tense argument with her father during lunch while they are preparing for a wedding. Frida then reveals that she won't be able to make it to the wedding due to a work crisis and asks Mia, who is engaged, to take her to the airport, leaving her feeling heartbroken. Meanwhile, Frida stays overnight at her ex's place, while Mia goes on with her life with her new partner, but their relationship starts to face difficulties. Mia turns down her partner's advances, which leads to a heated argument. The following morning, Mia accidentally comes across old pictures of Frida with her ex on social media, which triggers feelings of jealousy. At the same time, Frida is watching a video of her ex-girlfriend trying to make love to her current partner. She admits her attraction to Mia and her struggle to move forward, as both Mia and Frida grapple with their feelings at night. Frida musters the bravery to open up to her mom about their relationship. Meanwhile, Mia seeks out Frida's best friend to find out her job. She's keen to see her again now that their parents are aware of their relationship. At the same time, Mia tries on her wedding dress but feels overwhelmed by her feelings and decides to meet Frida at her job. Frida, who works at a children's school, notices Mia peeking behind a wall and their eyes meet. While Frida is thrilled to see Mia, Mia is caught up in her emotional distress, ready to leave. Mia waits with anticipation, and finally, as the school day ends, they are reunited in a moment of joy. After their happy reunion, Mia and Frida share their love by spending time together. On the shore, Frida shares her wish to spend her life with Mia and display their affection to the world. Yet Mia is unsure and scared about making such a commitment. This leaves Frida feeling disappointed by Mia's hesitation and longing for a bond that Mia seems unwilling to form, despite her doubts. However, Mia reveals to Frida that she is deeply in love with her. The following morning, Mia's fiancé finds out about their affair, hoping to rekindle their romance. However, things quickly spiral out of control, and her fiancé coerces her into leaving Mia in a difficult position. Frida anxiously awaits Mia's arrival at the agreed spot, but Mia gets caught up in the turmoil of her upcoming wedding rehearsal at the church with her fiancé, who convinces her that she can't go through with it. Mia flees from the church to meet Frida, who has been growing increasingly frustrated with the wait. When Mia arrives, she tries to hug Frida, but Frida feels hurt and impatient, demanding to know what Mia truly desires given the complexity of her feelings. Mia finds herself caught in the web of her relationships, unable to decide her future. Eventually, Frida's emotional turmoil, however, her fiancé ends their relationship, and both Mia and Frida find themselves in a state of both emotional and financial distress. Mia ultimately chooses her love for Frida over everything else, vowing to find her. She starts her search by visiting Frida's ex-girlfriend's apartment, hoping to find her. When her ex-girlfriend tells her that Frida isn't there, Mia quickly heads to Frida's mom's house to ask about her. Frida's mom tells her that Frida is leaving the country today and might be at the airport. In a panic, Mia rushes to the airport to try and intercept her. However, when Frida arrives at the airport, she searches everywhere, but the flight has already taken off. Determined, Mia decides to go to the country where Frida moved to a few days ago in her pursuit. After a few days, she finally spots Frida standing beside her, and Mia looks at her until she notices her, ready to express her feelings and tell her that she loves her.